So I've had a lot of requests to do tutorials or explanations of how I did the items I built from Avengers Infinity War. So the first and simplest one I built is Captain America's new shield, given to him by Black Panther when he's in Wakanda. The top design is mostly my own except for the white pieces. They follow the pattern on the shield from the movie. And I also tried to keep the shape and curvature of the shield itself as close to the movie as I could. On the other side are two arm braces, one for the wrist, one for the forearm. They're made with these connector linking pieces that just hook together, so you can adjust it to however size you want or however big your arm is. You slide it through, you can link them together. Once it's on, it stays pretty sturdy and solid, so looks pretty good. Feels like the shield from the movie. So that is Captain America's new shield. Alright, time for the most requested item, the Lego Infinity Gauntlet. Now I've built other gloves or gauntlets, whatever you want to call them, out of Lego before, and in the past I've gone more for flexibility. This one is all about design. It's not very comfortable, it's clunky, but I think it looks pretty good. So it has the 6 Infinity Stones out of Lego. They're just transparent colored pieces that fit the colors: green, purple, blue, red, yellow, and orange. I think I have them all in the right spot based on the movie. Here on the other side, I have, similar to Captain's shield, is those linking pieces that are easy to bend and switch out. So if you want to adjust it for the size of your wrist or your arm, it's easy to do. When you slide your fingers in, this is what's a little different than other ones I made. The fingers cover both sides, and that's what makes it a little clunkier than other ones I've built. If you watch my channel and look at some of the Lego armor stuff, you'll see what I'm talking about. But you can slide your fingers in and they're covered up. The fingers have some flexibility. Here there's a linking piece and one of those round turning pieces there, so there's a little more movement available there. The thumb has a different kind of linking piece that lets you move it that way, and it has 2 round parts, so there's a couple of pivots that move around there. There's also linking parts here, so if the wrist moves at all, you can see there's some space to move. So like I said, it's not the most comfortable or easiest to wear. The pinky finger keeps falling off, but I think as far as looks go, looks pretty good. It's pretty much all yellow pieces everywhere. Underneath the Infinity Stones, if I can get this guy out, I'll show you. I put a white piece underneath. When it was just all yellow, it didn't show very well. The light wasn't catching in it, so if you put white underneath it, it shows up a lot better. So that is the Infinity Gauntlet. Like I said, you can use the bending pieces to make it fit your hand size a little more, like Captain America's shield was. So hopefully when you build your own Infinity Gauntlet, you gain some insights from this. Alright, the third item I made from Infinity War is Thor's Stormbreaker axe. Now let me tell you, building an axe out of Lego, not the easiest thing. Surprisingly, I found this was even more difficult to do than the Infinity Gauntlet, just by the design that I chose. So I'm going to break it apart a little bit so that you can see how I did it. But I wanted it to be symmetrical on both sides, so you'll see the plates face outwards on both sides of the axe. And if I take apart, hopefully I can get to this easy. So what I chose to do to make the axe handle run through the axe blade is I have these long Technic pieces, and if you see here, the axe has these plates that have the holes in them, so I ran axles through and connected them on both sides, and then I put the little cap pieces there to keep it in place. But it stayed pretty sturdy. It's a little shaky, but I don't think it'll break off very easy. So that is what's keeping that together.
Well, I'd honestly forgotten how sturdy I made this, even after removing a bunch of the brown pieces that were here and the axles. I forgot that I'd put a top and bottom part on, so as long as the axe is assembled, that stays on there pretty good. But by removing the back plate of the axe, I can slide the handle right off. So the handle is coated in brown pieces, but on the inside are more of these old school Technic pieces with axles running through them. So it's pretty sturdy in there, and it's going to be able to withstand a good axe blow. Here's the back piece of the axe. Like I said before, I wanted them to be symmetrical facing outwards, so they're the same on both sides. One side's filled in, so when they're put together they look pretty solid. And on the back are pieces that flip directions. And when you do that on both sides of something that's symmetrical, they can pair up and you can put a piece there that holds it together pretty sturdily. And so that was there before, and now I'll show you the front part of the axe. Alright, now for the axe head itself. So it's put together very tightly, so I had to break open one side of it to show how I put these together. So they're almost the exact same, symmetrical facing outward. The middle beam running through that both sides have the same size pieces running down. I put more of those pieces that switch directions on both sides so that they link together, and then I ran these thin pieces through that connect it. So they're on there so tight that they can't really move out and break off very easily. And if I take them all out, which might be difficult to do because it is such a small space. Almost there. Ow, that is in there so tight. Let's break it open like that, shall we? So, these two pieces were linking together like teeth. That's kind of what gave me the idea of doing it. It's like a smile going together. So when they run together like that and you put those pieces on and then seal it in, it stays very sturdy and very tight together. So obviously I had to break it apart quite a bit to get to the center, but I'm sure we've all learned something today from this Stormbreaker axe rendition made out of Lego. So those are the 3 items I've made. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing them all, and thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any feedback or questions.